Hi, and welcome to another edition of new deck releases. This time we're going to take a look at all the tarot and oracle decks and a few Lenormand that are releasing in the month of November. For this episode edition, I have done something a little bit different. So I was inspired by Theresa over, I'm pretty sure her channel name is Theresa is Dead. Back when I watched a lot of makeup videos, I watched a lot of her videos, and she would do these makeup releases videos where she had a bingo card. And then whenever she had a makeup release that would fit one of the entries on the bingo card, she would cross it off and then she would stop when she had bingo. I'm not going to stop if I get bingo. We're just going to see whether or not I get bingo. And the idea is that, look, this is the bingo card that I made, okay? So the idea here is to make it a little bit more interesting, make it a little bit more fun. I know these videos are fun in general, but they're also very long, so I need to have something in between to do. Yeah, that is the bingo card. I hope you like it. If you hate it, let me know. Right now, we're gonna go into sharing my screen, and we're gonna look at this. If you are, if you are scared by the amount of tabs that I have, same, but you can speed this up. I can't. I have to record all of this. Okay, so super excited. There are a couple that I'm intrigued about. So let's start with the first one, the Modern Manga Tarot. It's a fresh, modern take. There aren't a lot of, we can't see a lot of cards. Oh, there's a few more than I thought. So there's a whole guide. So I'm assuming that it's like a bigger box set. High Priestess. Then again, it looks like a very big guidebook. And then we have This is Justice and the Hanged Man. We do not see any minor arcana cards, so that's interesting. So the when we look at the bingo card, then this would be a modern deck. I think this would be a modern deck. I mean, for some people, this would be nostalgia if you're very much into the manga thing when you were growing up. But I think this is going to be modern. So that one we have crossed off. If you are interested in this, it releases on November 7th. Next, the Sacred She Tarot Deck, a universal guide to the heart of being. This is not really my thing. The guidebook is also sideways, which is an interesting choice. So this is what the guidebook would look like that. I don't really love reading like that. So these cards, we see quite a few cards, which I think is good, but it's just not something that I personally really vibe with. The artwork is just not really my thing, I think. I wonder what they mean with Secret She. The Sacred She, sorry. It's also from the creator of the Osho Zen Tarot and the Tao Oracles. Our planet is shifting from a predominance of masculine yang energy to one of feminine yin energy, helping us all to find balance in our everyday lives. And it was in recognition of this occurrence that this deck was born, featuring a blending of Eastern and Western elements, clear-eyed descriptions and explanations and reflections from world visionaries. Okay, not really my thing. Let me know your thoughts. Is there anything on the bingo card that we can... It's kind of woo, but I don't think it's like woo enough for this bingo card. No, still no. Divine Feminine. It was literally like it was mentioned, right? Sacred She, the feminine. Yeah, I think we can cross off the Divine Feminines. So far, modern and Divine Feminine. They're not really close to each other, so no bingo yet. Then we have the Witch's Wisdom Tarot. So this is a portable edition. I don't know if the regular edition was like super big and this is a bit normal, like more normal size, I guess. This is a very confusing deck because it's like backwards. The major arcana are backwards. I don't know if no, it doesn't look like the minor arcana are backwards. I don't think it would really work like that. But it was renamed for the suits. They are naming the elements instead of the suit names. So I know that a lot of people have used and loved this deck. I haven't really heard much about it recently, so I don't know if people are still really working with it or liking it or not. This is a deck that confuses me a little bit too much and that I'm just personally not really interested in. So let's go to the bingo card. We literally already have this, but I feel like I don't think it's really fair for a pocket, like pocket edition. So I don't think that's fair. But it's witchy. The Witch's Wisdom Tarot. Okay, so next. The Path of Light Oracle, healing and self-mastery through the wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita. I'm not really sure. Immerse yourself in a fusion of timeless teachings, spirited illuminations, transformative imagery, and loving intention. Cool. Let's take a look at the cards. Okay, why can I not click the cards? Okay, there we go. This artwork is really not it for me. Oh, I'm so sorry. This artwork really is not it for me. The keywords also don't really resonate, like the mind and meditation. I feel like it's very spiritual, but it doesn't really do much for me. Not really my thing. Let me know, how would you read with this? It includes that's strange. Why 39? Why not just 40? That's interesting. November 8th is this coming out. Let me know your thoughts on this deck. Do you like it? It does seem to have like a very consistent color scheme. So if that is something that you like, then this might be for you. I don't understand why it's 39 cards. Like, is the guidebook just a little bit too big that it couldn't include a 40th card? Not sure. So I think it's gonna have to be a very woo deck. I think it's gonna have to be that very woo. I know that there's another deck that would have that as well. Then we have the Soul Mirror, See Yourself. So this one is very intriguing to me. This feels like sort of a shadow worky type deck because it says Soul Mirror, and I feel like when you do shadow work, it's very much like looking in a mirror, but only seeing the parts of yourself that you keep hidden. However, I don't really know how these keywords necessarily would work with shadow work. I mean, this one I think would work. I am attracted to the art. It's interesting. This one is strange. The collage type. I don't mind this one. Intuition, like this one as well, Inner Child. So it definitely, oh, this one is really pretty. It does look like this is a shadow work type deck. This actually intrigues me a lot. I kind of like this. I don't know what the euro price would be. How many cards? I don't know if we can see how many cards there are in this deck. Can we see here? Nope. So I have no idea how many cards, but it does look really pretty. I don't think it's anything that we can cross off here. I mean, there are moons on some of the cards, but I don't think that guarantees or like allows us to do the something moon. Not yet. Okay, this one was really weird because we see some cards here, and it looks like these are cards that are sort of telling a story but without a keyword. So that is an absolute no for me because I cannot. But I know some people really like, well, they're called the soul cards that also don't have keywords, but they're really, really enjoying it. So I don't think this is not for me. Was not created for me, but I would love to hear from you if you like decks, oracle decks specifically, without keywords, like without keywords or key phrases at all. How do you read with that, and do you enjoy that? I would love to hear. Also, I don't think this is anything on the bingo card. We don't have much like this. Also didn't buy it. Not really nostalgic. Nope. So let's go to the next one. That is Lightworker Oracle. So this was the other contender for the very woo, because I'm kind of over the term Lightworker. I'm kind of over it. I also I don't know. I'm also not a fan of this art. Like this is exactly the reason why I would have dubbed this deck very woo, but this doesn't do anything for me. Um uh, I have no words. Sorry. I just really don't like it. Sometimes you just have those decks that you just cannot connect with. And this is one of those, especially because this is like the 1111 edition, and I have a very hard time with angel numbers. I definitely believe in synchronicities. Ever since I learned that synchronicities is not just the is not just 1111 or angel numbers or something like that. I think synchronicities are important and that they are a thing, but the 1111, I don't know. In the frequency, again, very woo. If we didn't already have the very woo, then it would have been like, I could dub this disappointing, but the name of Lightworker Oracle already doesn't really invoke many expectations in me. So that is the Lightworker Oracle. I also want to say, if you watch these videos and you think I'm being too negative, these people are putting this out there. Yes, it's art. Yes, that has a lot of meaning for some people. And yes, their tarot and oracle decks are spiritual tools, but they also are up for consumption. They are on Amazon. I can buy them with my own money. And I think that warrants reviews and criticism, just like someone writing a book that is art as well. But there are still book reviews, and we can be critical of books if we don't like them or if the concept is not for us, you know? So I just wanted to have said that. Next, we have the Good Omens Tarot. So pretty sure that, yes, this is inspired by a television series. I have never heard of this. Honestly, I've never heard of this. Looks fun. We have the duo. Oh, that's so the major arcana are renamed. Yes, we can see that here as well. The duo is the lovers. Is that literally the only one? Yeah, that's literally the only one. Okay. And then the minor arcana are renamed as well. We have angels, which I think would be wands, vessels, which is probably cups, demons, which I think would be swords, and humans, which I think would be pentacles. So I hope that if they rename the suits, because this is by Inside Editions, I think, yes, and they tend to have very pippy minor arcana decks. But I hope if they have if they have them renamed like this, I really hope that they can that they have done something different with the minor arcana. Oh, maybe the demons are wands because fire, you know, and angels are yes, I was wrong. Angels are swords and the demons are wands. Interesting choice. We see only major arcana and court cards. Again, interesting choice. So I'm assuming this is gonna be one of those pippish decks. Again, so because I'm assuming, I am gonna take the Pippi fandom deck. We have quite a bit, but no bingo yet. Next, World Shaman's Oracle. This is an oracle deck of shamanic inspiration, suitable for those on a spiritual journey and for regular use by those seeking a daily opportunity for self-reflection. Gotta love that. Okay, the box is really intriguing me. That's pretty like reindeer, but what does it mean? Like, I know some people are really good at symbology and metaphors and all that stuff. That comes really not natural to me. I find that really, really hard to do. So I need something more on my card than just the word reindeer. And then here they do have a keyword in the guidebook, so it is there. So that makes this deck not usable for me. because it's gonna be here, henbane. If I get this card, I don't know what it means. I'm gonna have to do a very in-depth deep dive and maybe even write the keywords on the cards, and I don't like it that much. But maybe if you are a shaman, then these symbols come really natural to you and you know what it all means. Maybe then it would be absolutely perfect for you. Bingo card. It's not really a been there, done that. I don't think it's very folklore or myth, not necessarily goddess related. So no, I don't think we got something here. Next, the Moon Dust Tarot, a deck and guidebook to activate ethereal lunar magic. And then 0 cards, I think. Explores for the first time symbolic links between the moon, subconscious dream imagery, and the classic tarot archetypes. It's $40. I think that's kind of a lot for a mass market deck. Oh, here we have cards. Yeah, I feel like we literally have, like, this feels so similar to it's not by Danielle Noel, but I'm pretty sure she illustrated it. It's by Rebecca Campbell. This looks super similar. Yeah, this is not for me. This is too, I'm not a fan of the collage type. I'm not a fan of, like, this doesn't say anything to me. Like, this image doesn't speak fool to me. This image doesn't speak hermit to me. So this is gonna be a no for me. But we can cross something off, because I think this is like, don't we already have this? Because this looks so similar to what we already have. It could also be something moon, because it's like ethereal lunar magic, but I'm gonna do the don't we already have this, because I feel that one's stronger. Welcome to Nightweight Tarot, beautifully designed and inclusive deck that speaks to us all. But do we have images? Yes. Okay, this is not a clone, definitely not. But the images are very blurry. Oh, the images are very blurry. And another one of those collage decks. Yeah. It has 81 cards. That's good. Simplified interpretations in the booklet, which I definitely am all about. I'm all about making tarot more accessible. I feel like it takes some pieces of the original RWS artwork, like here in the Four of Wands. You can see the Four of Wands here that looks very, very similar to the original RWS, but then they have collaged it to be a little bit different. It's very much not my thing. It's very much not my thing. Let me see. I don't think this is an RWS clone. It's not nostalgic. No, I don't think this is anything. I'm also not like, it's not a sorry what, because it's not that horrible, you know? Oh, we already talked about the Sacred She. Then we have the Bonefire Tarot. And this is a second edition because this already exists, but this is a second edition. And this is one of those decks that I have looked at for such a long time because this intrigues me. It feels like tattoo type art. It's very colorful, which I like, but there's also some creepiness to it. Like this would be a Halloween deck for me. Like, I don't really do Halloween. It's not really my, I didn't grow up with it. So I don't really have that connection with it. But this would be a Halloween type deck for me. So what is different here? Yeah, it's old school tattoo, flash, outsider art. But what is different? A second edition. This new edition has 9 new cards, new text, and a completely redesigned package. Cool. So the cards are 3 by 4 inches. I don't know inches, so I have no idea. But they're not square, but they're less rectangular than regular tarot size. Like this looks so cool, but it's also a little bit creepy. But I also kind of like that. I'm very intrigued, but it's not like, oof, I want it. I'm like so close to wanting this. It's kind of a been there, done that. Because we already have a Bonefire Tarot, but again, I think that's not really why I put it on there. For some people, this might be nostalgia. I don't know how old the original Bonfire is, but I don't think we can cross anything off. Okay, the Mythos Tarot. I saw an unboxing or flip through or whatever of this deck on Lumeria Stars Tarot, her YouTube channel. And this one intrigues me because I like the idea of tarot being combined with the Greek pantheon of deities. And the Fool is Pan, and I don't know, something about that card really tugs at me, and I think I really want this. I know that the cards, the people on the cards are very like Instagram models, very body beautiful, but I think it kind of fits with gods and goddesses. I think it kind of fits. And I also saw that the book that comes with this is pretty big as well. So I'm interested in learning more about the Greek pantheon, gods and goddesses, deities. Oh, I think I really want this. I think I really do. I know some people will be disappointed in me for wanting this because all of the people are so like beautiful. But there's just something so intriguing about this for me. I think it's also because I've really wanted to dive into the Greek pantheon because it has always very much interested me. And I had been looking for a deck that combined that with tarot. And I never really found a deck that truly resonated with me. And now they came out with this. So I think we can cross off the oof, I want it because I want it. Oh, okay. So we have that one too. Still no bingo. Okay, the Mythos Tarot. I really want it. Okay, this one. I had already pre-ordered the Wishcraft Oracle. It only has 30 cards. Didn't really realize that. I don't really mind if a deck doesn't have a lot of cards as long as it is reflected in the price and it has a good theme. You know, if there is enough variety within the cards to warrant less cards in the deck. But then I heard within my Discord community, if you want to join that, link is down below, that the illustrator of this deck uses AI, artificial intelligence, to create the images. Now, I personally haven't really made up my mind on AI because I don't know if all AI art is necessarily stolen. I know that a lot of it is, but I just wonder if this specific illustrator works with AI art, like how much, like that's just something that I find hard and confusing. So because I haven't really made up my mind on whether or not I want to support it, I canceled the pre-order. But it looks pretty, but this was made with AI, and that is why it just, I don't know. It may be a little superficial, but when I learned that, I started to sort of disconnect from the images. Like some of them are pretty, but I just started to sort of disconnect from the images. This is November 1st. This is coming out, and I'm not gonna lie, this is disappointing that it's AI art because I thought that this would be a really pretty deck, and figuring out that that the art was AI, it was really disappointing. So disappointing. Do we have no, we don't have bingo yet. We have we already talked about this. We have the Wanderers Tarot. This is by Llewellyn. There's another deck that's also called the Wanderers Tarot. That one has black backs and white artwork on it. This is different. I don't hate it, but I feel like, I don't know, do we already have things like this? It all seems so similar. This mesmerizing deck shows you that wandering off the beaten path often leads to deep intuitive revelations. So this is like people, like wandering people, I guess. But I feel like this artwork, the type of box that Llewellyn comes like or makes these decks in, it just feels like something that we already have. There are so many of these Llewellyn decks that I feel like are way too similar. Maybe I'm being too harsh here. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm being too harsh on this deck. Because I do like the bright colors, but I just feel like this is something that we have already seen before. So if I grab my bingo deck, been there, done that. I think this is the been there, done that. I don't know. Did we already get that? I don't think we did. Okay, the Wanderers Tarot. I think it looks fun, but I think there's just too many similar decks. Then we have Visions of Duality inspirational cards. Facing the Shadow. This artwork is kind of creeping me out. Kind of a little bit. Let me know. Let me know. Displaying an expert use of color and dreamlike detail. It does feel like dream kind of imagery. Kind of creepy. Yeah, it's each card depicts a scene split in two. A gorgeous reflection that speaks to the soul with its epic scope and surreal beauty. This is not really my thing. I like the idea of like the reflection. We can see that here in the water. Here we can see them next to each other, here under each other. There is definitely an aspect of duality there, which is named in the name. But it's not really something that I personally really want to work with. I do have the Shadow and Light Oracle by Selena Moon, and that one also works with duality. And I really like that. It has like light and shadow aspects and how you can work with that. And that I really like. But this is not really for me, I think. Let me know your thoughts on that. I don't think that there's anything that we can cross off here either. Let's take a look. Goddess within Oracle, healing with the Divine Feminine. So we already had another Divine Feminine on the bingo card, but here we have them again. Goddess within Oracle, a white buffalo calf woman. But what does it mean? Like, it's beautiful. Here, the meter, it's very pretty. White buffalo calf woman. I think this artwork is really pretty. I think it's a little bit too airbrushed on the skin. I definitely saw it here with the meter, but I can see it here too. I think there's a little bit too much airbrushing to the skin, which might not be fair that I'm saying this after saying that I really like the Mythos Tarot. And this one, I guess, is a little bit similar, but this one all has goddesses. And I do like it, but I wish there was a little bit of like something of a keyword on there. You know, that would really help me. I also don't love these borders on them. I don't really hate borders on cards, but I don't like these specific ones. But there's a very wide variety of kinds of goddesses that are in this deck, so that I think is good. With mythology, transformative insights, direct messages from Persephone. I don't really know if that's how that works. But let's see. Something goddess. I think we already had that, but oh, wait, folklore myth. I could have used that for mythos, but let's use it for here. The very left column. It's not called a row, it's called a column. I have bingo there. So yay for me. Now let's go to the next one. Vice versa Tarot Mini. This is already out in a longer version or a normal tarot size version, I guess. And this is how you can see it from like a different perspective, the original tarot card from a different perspective. So this is just the mini version. There's not much more to say. It's a mini version. I also don't think I can cross anything off here. I don't think so. So next we have the Seasons of the Witch. It's coming out in November. I really want this. I want this. Why do I not have this on pre-order? Because this is the same artwork as the Mabon Oracle, and I'm absolutely obsessed with that one. I really, really like it. I like this art style more than the previous 3 decks. I want this. I really want this. So I don't know why I don't have this on pre-order, but I should have. So I think it already is like already bought it. It should be. Should be. Should be. Other than that, I don't think it fits anything else. So we're very close to the end of the bingo page, I think. Tarot of Traditions. This is just another tarot and RWS clone. The author or the author / illustrator is known for his use of rich colors and high quality compositions. It's more like a warm, rustic version of the RWS, which I don't mind. I like it. It's kind of warm. So it's definitely just another RWS clone. So I have bingo there as well. I have bingo there as well. Yeah. are we still looking for the something moon? I should have something that I can cross it off while I'm recording this, but now I have to do it in the edits, which maybe is not the smartest idea I've ever had. And then we have Tarot of the Longest Dream. I feel like we already have something like this, right? It feels very familiar. This looks very similar to that Llewellyn kit, tarot kit that exists. Let me think. Wait, Llewellyn Tarot. It's not this Llewellyn Tarot, it's Llewellyn's Classic Tarot. It very much looks like this because of, I don't know, maybe because of the blue, I'm not really sure, but it feels very similar to that. And this is, what is interesting and different about this then? It is a fresh take on the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot. I honestly don't really see how. Highly detailed, it does look detailed. Gives iconic images new life. Soaring mountains, realistic stonework, and expressive characters. The longer you look at each card, the more that you see. But there definitely is a lot of detail in here, you know, let's be honest. But I don't really know if it really gives something new or special. Let me know your thoughts on that. Do we have more? A little bit here. It does look very cohesive. I think these two cards, the Queen of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, are pretty, and they definitely show a little bit of something different. This is definitely one of those decks where I'm now like, I don't really know how this is special. And then in a month, I'm like, I need this. That's one of those decks that is kind of complicated for me. We already had RWS clone, not really nostalgic, not something moon, and I also don't think it's like something like sorry what. And also, don't we already have this? Kind of. It's kind of a don't we already have this. So then we have Marseille Golden Black edition. Nothing really special to say here. It's a Golden Black edition of the Marseille. It's fucking expensive. Like, what is the other deck that is going expensive right now? Not only the Fountain Tarot, which is going for 35 euros, I think, right now, but also the Fyodor Pavlov Tarot. I think that's way too expensive for a mass market deck. I don't have it, so I don't have the quality to maybe say, to maybe say that it is worth it. I don't know. This comes out November 8th. I feel like most of these decks came out November 8th. I also can't really, like, it could be nostalgia if you're nostalgic to Marseille. Not sure. Then we have the Loputin Oracle. No idea if that's how you say it. In Loputin's fantastical world of maidens and wolves, 36 cards, which is not necessarily a lot, but I feel like 36 is an okay amount. Let's see. No keywords? I mean, the images I think are fucking creepy, but there's also something very intriguing about this. I don't know why, but we have no keywords. That is impossible for me. I cannot do that. It's very fairy tale-ish. Looks like it too. It's very intriguing, but having no keywords is impossible for me. I cannot read an oracle without keywords. Or if I had this, I would rather grab an oracle deck that has keywords. So do we have, it's not really nostalgic. Haven't bought it. Not that weird. Nope. Still no full, like I want a full bingo card, okay? Okay, next, the Invisible Tarot. Like, okay, this is the sorry what? This is wild to me. Like, what? Are you supposed to make it yourself? Sorry, I know maybe for like learning it and just writing down the keywords, like just write down the keywords on a normal tarot deck. You don't have to buy the Invisible Tarot deck. Like, sorry, but this is ridiculous to me. I don't like this. Like, look at this. Sorry, but this is so boring. And then you still pay $25 for it, even though this is no art. This is not art that you get. Sorry, this is a sorry what. Don't like it. Inspirational Wicca Oracle. Anything that says witchy or Wicca, I'm immediately interested. Like, my interest is piqued. And I like this type of art style. I like the way the bodies are drawn here. I think this is really cool. And this is definitely something that I would be interested in. Like, if you know me and you know my taste in decks and you see this, I hope you think of me. I hope you think of me. Because this very much looks like something that I enjoy. And I think it would be. I think it would be. Yeah, it looks, I don't know, it looks fun. I can barely read the keywords here. Like, growing up in Kron. I can barely read it. Then this has XXX. Worlds Enchanted. I can barely read it. I wonder if obviously if you have it, it's bigger, so it's easier to read, but I just don't find the font to be that easy to read. So that's kind of unfortunate. It's already here. It's already harder to read because of the type of font. So I wish they had used a thicker font. But yeah, this is very much intriguing to me. Still no nostalgia. Then we have the Inner Light Tarot. This is also one of those decks, and I'm like, it's so pretty. It's modern. It has a lot of pinks. Pink. We have a cat here. The images are very different from the original RWS because this is the Fool, which I really like this interpretation of the Fool. I think this interpretation of the Magician is really stunning. I'm pretty sure this is a strength card. I think this is absolutely stunning. Do I need this? No. Like, do I need this in my collection because I already have a lot of modern decks? No, but do I need this? Do I need this? Let me know if I need this. I know I don't. I know I don't, but it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I get attracted to pretty decks. Look at that. I want to be here. I want to be, maybe not in the ocean, but I can be on a beach with drinks, and I'd like to have friends, you know. I have friends. Yeah, Inner Light Tarot, November 8th. Okay, so we have the De la Nuit Tarot, the De la Nuit Oracle, and now we have the De la Nuit Lenormand. Not much to say here. If this is the art style that you like, if you already have the tarot and or the oracle and you love that art style and you're looking for a Lenormand, then this might be for you. Yeah, this is what the tarot and the oracle looks like. I was super close to getting the tarot of this, but then I decided that I didn't need it. But do I? Do I need this? This is already out. It was out in 2018 before I even got into tarot. This is pretty, but I think I already have had something similar to this that I don't need. And I already have 2 Lenormand decks, and I still am in the process of learning that. So I shouldn't get this, but I do like it. Dante's Inferno Oracle. He has so many decks, this creator. This is the deck that I used to have, the Barbary Zodiac Oracle, but he has so many decks. And now he has created another, Dante's Inferno. So this is inspired by the Divine Comedy. Soul-stirring cards capture the haunting beauty and terror of Inferno, the first part of Dante's masterpiece. Uses his signature style to capture a story of enduring faith, inspiring readers to persevere through life's challenges. So we have the waterfall, but we have nothing about what that means. So no keywords at all. So I think you have to know the story incredibly well in order to get something out of this. I think it would be similar if they did like a Harry Potter themed oracle with potions, and you have to know the potions in order to get the message behind the card. And I'm not that deep into this, so not for me. Then we have the Earth and Bone Oracle. This one very much intrigues me. I also saw a flip through of this on Lumeria Star's channel, but I think this is a little bit too creepy for me. It's the same reason why I can't do the alchemy, what's it called? The Alchemy Oracle, the one that also has the plants and the jars and the skulls. I can't do it. I just cannot. But I do like the idea of this deck. I think it should have come out earlier, like November 1st. No, this should have come out way before Halloween, I think. Would have been the perfect time. Honors the concepts of rebirth and transformation. Let me see if we have more images. Yeah, it is pretty. Like, it's really cool. So if you're not turned off by skulls like I am, then this might be a really cool deck for you. Let me know your thoughts on this. I feel like we've had a lot of Oracle decks today. I think we have. Then we have the Classic Tarot Mini. There's already a normal version of this, and now there's a mini version of this. Let me see. This is, I don't know, Italian, French. I think it's Italian. Maybe French. I have absolutely no idea. Okay, so that's that. I think November 8th, if that's what you're into. Then we have the Circe Tarot. This is also Greek mythology. Yeah, Greek mythology. You can connect to Circe's wisdom and embrace her guidance in all aspects of your life. I find it a bit like there's one thing about like the Mythos Tarot where the entire deck is about the Greek pantheon, but here it's like, oh, this is all about this Circe deity. And with this deck, you can connect with Circe. I don't really know how I feel about that. You know, I don't really know how I feel about that. Let me know how you feel about that. The idea of, first of all, like highly monetizing off of all these deities. But on the other hand, I get it because there is a demand. And why not fill that demand if you feel like you're the one to create something to do so? I don't know. There's just something about it that is interesting, something to think about. So that's the Circe Tarot. And then the last deck, finally, the last deck. So we won't have Super Bingo. We won't have like Ultimate Bingo. But this is the mega-sized tarot of the Disney villains. So last year, I think, the first edition, I guess, of the Disney villains came out. Do we have more cards here? Of course we don't. Of course we don't. But this is the mega-sized. I don't know why I would want a mega-sized. But I know some people really love this. But again, inside editions, so the minor arcana, pretty sure are pips. I like Disney, but I'm not that well versed in all of the Disney films that I would be able to work with this deck. So, okay. There's the bingo card again. So speaking of the bingo card, we had almost bingo. The only one that I missed, I'm pretty sure, is Nostalgia, as well as already bought it, but the in bulk deck I should have already bought. So those were all of the deck releases of November. I feel like I talked in one straight line. I don't think this video needs much editing. So let me know if you liked the bingo card concept. If not, I can either like make a new bingo card with some of your prompts. If you want that, let me know some prompts in the comments. Or I can just not do it at all. I just thought I'd try something different. Sometimes people hate change, but I think you guys would like change. I like change. So thank you so much for watching. Click this video on the screen right now to watch another one of my videos. But for now, thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you next time. Bye!